He who wishes to be rich in a day will be hanged in a year. Leonardo da Vinci, my friends, each and every day, 10 to 15 minutes. Don't worry about how long it takes for you to master the charts. Once you do, you'll make up for all the time you ever spent. Let's jump into these charts today. The S&P 500 is down. Everything appears to be going back to the mean. We saw the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100 crossover going down, and they were popping up yesterday, but resorting back over to the mean, heading down today. We can see lots of volume in the morning and in the afternoon, down 0.29%. That's not a big down, but all that volume's telling us a bunch of stuff. And look here at the 2-day. This is the first day of the latest 2-day candle. You can see all the ranging. And again, red down candle, almost up to average volume just today. We still have another day to go. And the volume is nice so far this week on the weekly. We're almost halfway there. And the average is still coming down. Red down candle, little wick on the top. We'll continue to watch, but we have broken that trend line pretty solidly. We'll see as things continue to shape up for the week how solidified the down move is going to be. But when you have that much of a drop in price and we kill that trend and switch over again, looks like we're going to continue to head down. Now look at the NASDAQ. All the volume, we're already average volume on the 2-day, the first day of the latest 2-day candle. You can see double volume here. Double, I mean, it's really, it's one magnitude again higher than the average in the morning on the half-day chart. About the same in the afternoon. We're doing great as far as the weekly goes. So again, this down push is gaining energy, down 1.15% on the NASDAQ. So again, switching over strongly. Now look here at 20-year U.S. government bonds. We had a down day yesterday. In fact, we had 2 down days. We had a big down day on Friday, followed by one on Monday, and things are trying to recover a little bit, 0.59%. We have a red doji now from a red down candle on Monday. On the weekly chart, we'll see how this continues to move on Wednesday as we continue to plug into this week, see if we're going to recover some of that. Very iffy right now. We did have a big break where things switched over going down, and again, may follow stocks and continue down. We'll keep an eye on things. The only up thing for the day is bonds. What about gold? Well, gold's continuing its move down. It broke through that support that we had put in there, that floor, and it's continuing to head down to the next possible spot where things might stop. But we are now bearish as gold continues to move going into, well, I mean, if you continue to look at this arc and as things are heating up, you know, we are continuing to move down into the 4th week as things have continued to move and have accelerated. Gold continuing to pull back down big for the day, 1.63%. Bitcoin, look at Bitcoin too. It's pushing through this little floor that we put in here on the half day. It's moved through it and then back up again. Again, we're trying to set it at where the low was back on the week beginning the 2nd of February. We're sitting right on that candle sitting right on that floor there, that potential support. And again, hasn't pushed through on the 2-day yet, is trying to pushing through on the half day. Again, may just continue to go on down. The reason we put this in here was in case it bounced off. It's tried once and then moved back. So that may very well be failing, may continue to collapse on through. Of course, we have watched as Bitcoin has accelerated down. We've, of course, been practice trading on BITI, which is the single inverse of Bitcoin. Again, we're careful not to be giving out market advice. We're not a stock calling service, Bitcoin Gold, or bond calling service. We're an education firm, but you can see how BITI, which is a single inverse of Bitcoin and fairly liquid. I mean, we've seen it during the day get as close as a couple of cents apart. Again, on a $27 and 77-cent ETF. So we'll continue to watch, but it continues to build and move up. So we will keep an eye on things. As Bitcoin itself goes down, the inverse goes up. That is where we are, my friends, as we end the day on Tuesday. And we continue to watch this week and the fascinating markets. They're always interesting. Hope you are with us. Some people believe in that sell in May and go away, live to trade another day as we get into the summertime trading zone. And the volume tends to get weak. But again, seeing volume pump up some right now. So we'll stay excited and ride these charts whichever way they go. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.